Hey guys, Kenny here. I'm finally here to review the phenomenal X-Men prequel, X-Men First Class. This has to do with Eric Lyncher, played by, uh, what's his name, Michael Fassbender, and Charles Xavier, played by James McAvoy. They join together and start up this school together to help mutants better understand and use their powers. And also, they have to try and stop this pretty powerful mutant named Sebastian Shaw, because he has this power to, which is pretty neat. I don't want to spoil what that power is, but he forces uh, the the Soviet army to work for him, and also the American army want to just want to stop the Soviets from killing them. That's basically what X-Men First Class is about. And oh man, hmm, I really do like X-Men 1 from 2000, X-Men 2, X X2 X-Men United from 2003. I love both of those. I do also enjoy X-Men The Last Stand from 2006. Not a whole lot, but I still do find enjoyment in it. I almost feel like vomiting talking about the next one, but I loathe X-Men Origins Wolverine, and most people that have reviewed it that I've watched tend to feel the same way about it. And I was really skeptical going into this. I was interested in seeing it, but then also because of my experience with X-Men Origins Wolverine, ugh, I was very skeptical. And then when I started knowing that the director is Matthew Vaughn, who directed uh, Kick-Ass last year, that really sparked my interest. And then I started knowing who the cast is: James McAvoy, Michael Fassbender, Kevin Bacon, who's Sebastian Shaw, and these other January Jones as Emma Frost. I think she was the weakest actor in this. They could have got someone better to play her part. I think Jason Fleming is the one who plays Azazel, the red character, the one that disappears in kind of a smoke or haze, and then he has that tail. Many believe he's the father of a pretty famous character who's blue. And let's see, Jennifer Lawrence is Mystique. Yeah, Mystique. I forget her actual name. I really did like her character and her acting. She had a great performance in this. Out of all the side mutants, I think she had the best performance out of all of them. And I really enjoyed the other actors who played their characters. There's Angel, Banshee, Havoc, Beast. Uh, there's some black character, I can't remember his name, but he had a good part. Not in it very much, but I liked his role in it. Um, it was like he could make fish gills on the sides of his head and also make his body as hard as fish scales. So that's basically what his power is. And what else? The action. Overall, I loved it throughout this whole movie. And really, there's not very much, but when it's in this, It's powerful and breathtaking, and even it's pretty mind blowing. The story overall was very captivating. I think it was set during the Cold War during the 1940s or 60s. Let me look here. Yeah, 1960s. And I think it was also during the Cuban Missile Crisis because it was in 1962 and John John F. Kennedy, and his middle name is said is Fitzgerald. He was president, so I think it was during the Cuban Missile Crisis as well, because that was a big uh, a problem back then, and I think it lasted for 13 days. That's another great underrated movie, 13 Days from 2000, based solely on the Cuban Missile Crisis. That's a different review. I might do that one later. And it, I said the performances, the acting from all the actors was phenomenal. There's a lot of really great visual effects, and some people say uh, there was one reviewer who said that it was sometimes in a couple of moments they weren't very convincing. I agreed, but overall they were phenomenal, and even a lot of really good special effects. Like I think when Eric Lyncher and when it got to a close up of him holding the knife, that was a he it came straight to his hand. That was I think that was a special effect, and then he went right into that man's or no, I don't want to spoil that, but he in the trailer when the knife went to his hand and then he went down with it. I think that was a special effect. I think that was a real knife, and so a lot of really good explosions. It was just overall phenomenal. And see what else. The locations were beautiful. I loved where they all the various locations that they were shot at. And what else? The music, the score was very, very impactful. I think it was Henry Jackman. Never heard of him, but now because of X-Men First Class, I like him. I like his work very well. But he's been doing music music scores for quite a while actually, starting with the Da Vinci Code, and then his most recent was Kick-Ass. Looks like he also composed the recent Winnie the Pooh movie, which is coming later this year. Little later, it's coming July 15th, but that's a different thing. And so the directing by Matthew Vaughn, I it was so well done. It really also seemed like he enjoyed working with all the actors. It was a incredible ensemble. Uh, Matthew Vaughn seemed to really have enjoyed working with them. Uh, there was also it was also pretty intriguing and how funny this movie was. I didn't expect it would be this funny, and because there's quite a few comedic moments in it, and the science that was in it I think was also very convincing. And what else? So it's probably it on that, but uh, finally, a incredible, great X-Men movie. We haven't seen a great one in 8 years. 8 years. Mm. So I highly recommend X-Men First Class. It's still brand new, so many people will still go out and see it, and I highly recommend it. Highly, highly. This is one of my all-time favorite superhero movies now. It really is. So I think that's all I have to say. So stay cool and relax to the movies.